Okay, the first thing I want to do here is we're going to talk about the mic input. So let me get a level here and look at this mic input and get an idea of what we're talking about here. There's our mic input right there. Now here we've got this mic input. This is good for a 1/4-inch cable. Let me get one out right now. And for XLR input. Now this is our XLR right here. As you can see, XLR, we got these 3 little prongs inside there. 1, 2, 3. And they correspond to the 3 little holes you see right there. I'm going to take this and put it like this, directly in. That's connected. Now that connects to my microphone. And these are microphone inputs. Move the cable out. And here's the mic right here. So this is the male end here, and the other end goes into my microphone. And this is the female end of that plug. See that right there? I'll take it, and I'll plug it into the mic like that, right there. Close it like this a little bit better. And we're ready to go. Now, I've got this on-off switch. I'll turn it off for now, okay? What I want to do here is dynamic mic. If I want to change my setting here, for example, now it's set to normal. Now, if this microphone was a condenser mic, I would use phantom powering. So I'm going to here, switch here to DC phantom powering, and this will apply 48 volts extra input to the microphone. This is a dynamic mic, so I don't need to have that on. That's just for normal right now. Now to use this mic with my SP-555, I would hit this button right here for mic. And the level for mic is right there. So you got to make sure you got your level right. You set this on and you're good to go. Now once you got your level set, I normally put the minimum first. I'll select minimum first here. I'll go minimum here on my output. This is the output for my SP-555. This is the input for the mic. The mic switch is turned on here. We've got the XLR cable here into my input source. Now, I have an on-off button right here, so I'll turn it on. Testing 1, 2, and we can hear myself right there. See that? So it's on. And that's how we hook up our microphone. I'll turn it off. Now it's important to make sure levels are low before you start to use your microphones or any input into our SP-555. So let's keep these levels low. I keep this down also as well. And then when I'm through the mic, I'll turn off right there. And then now I can use this mic right here, which is my internal mic source. This is the internal mic, okay? So we have an external and internal mic as well. Now, there's another way to actually plug into our SP-555. I'm going to plug this right now. And I'm going to disconnect my microphone from this cable. Now, this cable here, one end is female, the other end is male. They're XLR cables. Okay, so that's one cable. Another cable right here that I use also, which you can use. And you'll notice there's 2 different ends here as well. Now here we have a female XLR and we have a 1/4-inch cable. This is a single, as you can see here, so this is just a mono cable, of course, obviously. And this thing goes with my microphone, which I'll plug in right there. Actually get it plugged in properly. There we go. And the other end can go right in here. So this input source doubles as an XLR and also as 1/4-inch. And you'll see a diagram right here for ring tip sleeve and how they correspond between the XLR cable and the 1/4-inch cable. What's ground, cold, and hot connection. Now, got the microphone here. Of course, it's on off again. I'll keep mine off. I'll turn this on. Make sure my overall output volume is low. Then I go to my mic level. Keep that low as well. I'll turn the mic on. Testing 1, 2, 3. Maybe this one works as well. So you can see these are 2 different ways to hook up a microphone to our SP-555. Okay, before we continue, I want to talk more about my input select switch right here. Now, of course, we got direct, which is our direct current, 48 volt phantom powering, of course, in the middle is normal, which I used earlier. Now, before I switch this button, you'll make sure that your mic is off. This button's not lit. We've got the minimum setting here for the mic volume. The volume level for the entire machine I set to minimum. Just a little bit up so I can hear any kind of noise. You never know. And the reason why we do this is because when we turn the switch here, we want to go from normal to high Z. I want to plug a guitar and a bass guitar. So I want to make sure there's no noise. Now what happens also is that the machine sort of mutes the input while this switches over. So that way we won't damage any circuitry, and also at the same time, it gets a loud pop. Like for example, you put this in here, you make a little loud pop. See? But make sure you have a solid connection as well. So make sure that's in perfectly well. And I got my bass guitar on. Now once that's on, I know it's right. I can play my bass guitar, which you can see right here. The other end is right there inside the machine. And the other one is here on the bass guitar itself. And I can just play the bass guitar. I control the volume here. And here's one end here. The other one's there. Now I could turn it off. Don't hear anything at all. And that's how we use a guitar or a bass guitar, and we plug it directly into the SP-555, and we get a really good signal. That's important to get a clean, accurate signal from the input source.